What's up, friend? In this channel I talk a lot about future updates and the direction the game is taking, and I think after the Claimable it's time to go there again and see what's in store for the future of Black Desert. We have a lot of new things to unpack. This video is not gonna be a TLDR of what they said in the Claimable, since there are already quite a few videos on the subject, but I'll do a more personal take on the goods and the bads. Let's start with the most important thing. Kiko made a cameo at the Claimable. This event was a roller coaster. It actually made me super excited for a lot of things, but it wasn't all roses and peaches. I want to first talk about what I'm really looking forward to see before I actually go into the negative stuff. They opened the ceremony by saying they will heavily focus on PvP for the first half of the year, and you guys probably know this, but they're just ramming an open door for me. PvP is the reason I play this game, and them saying they will focus on it and create a lot of new content is just beautiful. They announced a 10v10 ranked arena with a potential capture the flag or a mini node war mode, a guild main channel system to promote open war PvP, and all the upcoming node war and siege updates. I think the biggest disappointment for me about all of this is that, sure, they announced a lot of new content, but at the same time, they didn't give us much meat. Very few details, more of a general mention really, which makes me wonder at what point of development all of this content is. We all know how Perlabis works. They announce something and we either see it in game the next week or the next 2 years. So while I'm incredibly excited that they are finally addressing the lack of substantial PvP content in the game, I'm also incredibly worried about when we will actually see this content and how relevant is it gonna be. EA has a history of neglecting their PvP content or just making it very shallow. Just like Team Battle, Arena of Arsha, which by the way it's still kinda broken as you can't spectate anymore because of a bug, the new King of the Hill Arena in BA, Garmod RBF, the list goes on. They put something out there that is half finished and they ignore it. Or when they actually release some really cool PvP content, they remove it and make a standalone game. I'm actually kinda surprised they didn't show any detail about the node war revamp, but fingers crossed and let's hope they don't kill small scale. As much as I know the idea of large epic battles is cool and exciting, I don't think BDO can handle this type of fights. Sure, it's something fun to do once in a while, but I can't see myself doing it as endgame content. There is honestly so much to talk about. I think overall they addressed so many issues that the game has and announced a lot of new features and content. Dungeons, lots of new classes, more tier 10 horses, endgame progression and so on. But as I said at the start, I'm not here to talk about this. I'm here to ask the question, what does this mean for the future of Black Desert? Something I haven't said yet, which is actually a very big piece of the puzzle, is the fact that Perlabis is taking over NA and EU in March next year. This has obviously big implications. A publisher transfer has been rumored since forever, and not with the surprise of many, it's actually coming. No matter what your opinion is about Perlabis or Kakao Games, this change brings uncertainty to the future. Kakao definitely didn't handle the game in the best of ways for quite some time, but I do think they were doing a great job lately, both with communication and with all the content and events they were putting out. Perlabis, on the other hand, is a completely new beast for us. They are opening an office in the Netherlands and hiring new people, and we don't know who's actually gonna be there to dictate the future of our server. PA being closer to our community brings up the change of maybe doing an interview with them. I'm gonna try my best to set up one since I'm really interested to see who's going to be our new overlord. The two other very worrying things they mentioned was their intention on not really nerfing broken classes but buffing weaker ones instead. I think this method of balancing hasn't really worked on BDO, and some other classes just have too much going on for them. You could give a perma AP stone to an Awakening Musa and people would still choose to play Succession Wizard instead. The other worrying thing is them mentioning they're working on fixing the impact of FPS on the game. I like this idea, on paper, but they already tried to cap the FPS of the game at 60 and it almost killed the game. They had to revert the change overnight. If they manage to actually do this without completely destroying the game, then I'm all up for it, but the risks are pretty high here. Overall, there are so many new things to be excited about if you're a BDO player, or if you're thinking of coming back. And at the same time, there are some things to worry about. You guys know me, and you know I prefer to take a more positive look in life, so I'm hoping for the best, but I'm keeping my expectations pretty low. It's easy to complain about how shit this game can be. but looking at the Calphe, I saw a passionate group of developers that are constantly creating new content and reworking old one. Even with Crimson Desert being announced, it looks like BDO has many more years of content being planned and developed. And I know a lot of people are worried about the future of the game, or I get quite a few people asking me if it's too late to get into Black Desert now. And you know what? While I think the glory days of release are gone, I think BDO isn't done yet, and I think we're gonna enjoy this shit game for quite some time. Many thanks for watching the video until the end. I hope you got something out of it. If you aren't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing it so I can hit 10k subs for Christmas, and that would be a pretty cool present. Big shout out to Amutoma for using his Twitch Prime to support the channel. As always, I'll be answering every comment for the first day, so see ya down below or on stream. But until then, kisses.
1. People in chat, tell me what you think she's gonna get. Go, go, go.
It's a 4.
It's a 1.
They're not